Hi, my name is Reagan Lady, and I'm submitting this video essay from my hometown of Alexandria, Virginia. As you can see, I'm sitting at my piano, which is probably my favorite seat in the whole house. I can spend hours here and feel like no time has gone by at all. I sing songs here, write songs here, sing cover songs here, bring my friends over for jam sessions, and have occasional appearances of me and my dad playing piano and singing together. But this piano is so special to me because it's passed through 3 generations of women in my family. It was built in the 1920s and was originally my great-grandmother's, which is crazy because that was more than 100 years ago. And it's so cool, it's still standing and being here today. And it's also really special because my mom and my great-grandma, when they were younger, they would play duets and take piano lessons and just grow up around music, which is so special because it had the same effect on me, and I grew up with this piano and just around music and just learning and loving music. But a funny story about this piano is that my great-grandma, she was so obsessed with this piano and loved playing it and smoking because in the 1920s, smoking was normalized and it wasn't bad for you. But one time she was so entranced in a song and just in the zone that a cigarette fell on the lower G key and burned like a little hole through the key, and my grandma didn't realize until she smelled something burning. So it's really funny because still to this day the G key has a little hole in it from her cigarette, and so every time I play on it or see it, I just think back to my grandma, and it's a little reminder that knowing where I've come from and my family who's came before me. So that's really cool. But some musicians that I admire and have really helped guide me through discovering who I am as a musician, I would definitely say are Adele, Alicia Keys, Bruno Mars, Childish Gambino. I'm obsessed with him, and I love how he takes ideas you wouldn't think would work and blends them together, and it's this beautiful sound and just funky and cool and everything. Oh, I love him. But I also love country. I love Vance Joy and Zach Bryan just for their simplicity, but also rich and raw emotion. I love them. And of course, Olivia Rodrigo, I love her. She's just amazing. I love her. But when I think about long-term goals, I truly can't see myself anywhere else besides somewhere in music, whether it's singing songs, writing my own songs, or just loving music. Music's been a huge part of my life ever since I was younger. I'd watch America's Got Talent every single week with my dad, just grow up around that. I played violin 4th through 7th grade, so for 3 years, and that was a huge part of my life then. And even now, I sing cover songs and write my own originals, and play with I'm in 2 bands and play with them twice a week, which is really cool. Just being around people who share the same interests as me and passion and just drive for music is so inspiring and just eye-opening. And I want to attend Grammy camp for that same exact reason, for collaborating with people who share the same passion as music as I do, but also learning all that I can and collecting the most information I can just to better my craft and better my abilities in music. But I also want to be surrounded by the presence of amazing mentors and just guidance from people who have experience and the same passion for music as I do. But I just want to get the best out of the experience and better my singing and songwriting and just everything about being a musician. So thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video essay and getting to know me a little bit better. And fingers crossed that I will eventually have the opportunity to meet you. And thanks again.